Hello everyone and welcome to one of your favorite series, which is Portfolio Review. Today we're gonna start with the portfolio, and I decided to start earlier. I know we usually do it on the weekends because we have a lot of submissions and I don't want the videos to be like 3 hours long. So we're gonna divide this probably into 3 different sections. Now, if you're watching this video today in Friday, you still have the chance to submit your stuff because I'm gonna be recording probably the Sunday video today, which means that if you are watching this, just stop, go to the Google Drive folder on the description and submit your stuff. Now, before we go into the review itself, I just want to remind you guys that we have a promo going around, which is the highest possible discount that we can give in Skillshare. Hey guys, I'm here with a great... Sorry. Wait a second. Don't scroll. It's not Skillshare. It's Udemy. Hey guys, I'm here with a great deal for all of you. For the next 5 days, we're gonna be offering a 90% discount in all of our Udemy courses. 90% guys, this is the lowest we can go for our discounts, and you are gonna be learning from industry veterans and experts all of the workflows, techniques, tips and tricks that you want to become a great 3D artist. We have modeling, we have rigging, we have animation, we have sculpting, we have characters, environment, creatures, a little bit of everything. You can get a 90% discount for the next 5 days if you follow the link down here. All of the courses are recorded in real time, so you're not going to miss any part of the process. They include the project files. We have a support line for questions. You can ask questions on the site and we'll be getting back to you as soon as we can. And yeah, we are also offering a free 30-day money-back policy. So if you buy the course and you don't like it, I don't think it's going to happen. If you don't like it for any reason, you get your money back within 30 days of your purchase. No questions asked, you get your money back. So if you want to learn any 3D skill and you want to start this year strong with really good skills, really good fundamentals, make sure to check the link down here. Hurry up! Remember, this offer is only going to be available for 5 days. So join us and become an amazing 3D artist in no time. There we go. So let's jump right into our portfolio review. And as you guys know, I always organize this by date of submission. Now, the next portfolio review is not going to be open this next couple of weeks. It's going to be open after we finish the creature contest submissions, which are going to be open next week. Okay. And this is because I don't want anyone to get confused and submit stuff about the portfolio in the creature stuff and the other way around. So we'll start with Mukul. I believe we've seen your stuff before, but there we go. Let's see. Hope you're doing well, sir. Glad to tell you I'm no more a student and I have joined the startup game studio working on a high, low poly AAA game props. There you go. Congratulations, Mukul. I will be always a student in my mind, learning from you, your videos, and everyone around me. Let's take a look at your portfolio. Congratulations, man. Yeah, I remember your stuff. So this is great, man. I remember telling you that you had a great eye for details and for the quality of the assets. So this is great. I remember this is like new or not. I think I remember this or something like this not so long ago. But congratulations, this is a great portfolio. Now this one right here, it strikes me as, I mean, it's a really cool composition, but still feels a little bit empty. I like this light better, by the way, than this one. I think the intensity of this... Oh, okay, we have this God rays right here. But I like the composition of this one's a little bit better. Yeah, this is actually great. Great. Well, you have a great eye for textures, man. Quick little like a detail here. Remember about the grain of the wood. It should always go towards the longest sections. It's not common to have the grain going in this direction because it makes the wood weaker. Okay, so you did it right here and you did it right here, but for some reason you might have messed up right there. Easy fix. Not again, it's not like super important, but yeah, like you super optimized everything, man. Congratulations. It's unreal. That's great. I would probably still add more stuff to the scene. I feel like some like plastic bags or like denim, but not denim. What's the like flour sacks and stuff like that, because it feels a little bit empty on the inside here. It feels like everything's very neatly organized, even though everything is dirty and not in a good state. It still feels like there's order, and I would expect a basement like this to be in this array. So, but yeah, this is great, man. I think this is a great one. I love this door. This is so good. The render is not great. I think here we could play a little bit more with the lights inside the front rail to get a better render, because it kind of looks out of place. But this render right here looks amazing. Like this one right here looks amazing. To be honest, I would probably just take this render out. It's not a bad render, but it's not as good as this renders right here. So this looks really, really, really good. And yeah, this is it, guys. Like, as you can see, Mukul did it. He got a job in the industry. He's starting on an indie startup, which is perfectly fine. And if his goal is to go to a really high AAA studio, he's on the right path. And I really like something that you mentioned here. You said that you want to always be a student in your mind, or you always want to like feel like a student. That has been, I think, one of my secrets, like one of the reasons why I've been able to build a lot of stuff around me. And that's because I love to learn. I love learning new things. I love experimenting with new stuff, and being on that constant mindset of trying to improve and learn new skills and stuff. That has kept my career fresh. So after I've been doing this for 12 years, I'm not bored, right? I know people in other industries. I'm not gonna say specifically like engineers or lawyers or stuff like that, but I know people out there sometimes feel bored or like on a routine about their work. I don't feel that way because I'm always learning new stuff. So I strongly encourage everyone to do the same. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Let's go now to Tushar. Tushar, you forgot to submit your stuff, man. You did create the folder, but either you deleted it by accident, someone deleted it by accident, which I unfortunately can't control. I don't see any history here. So if you're seeing this video, submit again and just change your name or something, just delete this folder, create it again so that it's on the bottom of the list, and I'll make sure to take a look at your stuff. Ishara Sandeepa. Hi Abraham, hope you're doing well. Thank you Nextdude for awesome courses and tutorials, simple to understand and straight up to the points. Always recommend for all my friends. Thank you. Portfolio link. I didn't have any experience in ZBrush. But the help of the complete guy, okay. I'm having a little bit of an issue understanding that last sentence, but I kind of wanna. I think you mean that you just started. No, really? What a. Oh, there you go. I was gonna say what a horrible time to go into maintenance, right when I'm recording. So you're from Sri Lanka. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause, guys, because ArtStation is going. There we go. Okay. Cool. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to click on all of them right now. It's a lot of them, and this is one of the first like recommendations that I always give my students. Don't oversaturate your portfolio. Your portfolio should be like your Hall of Fame, right? Only the best pieces should be here. Again, I don't really understand what you mean by this thing right here, but I think you mean that you're just learning ZBrush and that you were able to create this piece right here, which is not bad, to be honest. I really like this sort of like really crazy circle on the back. The composition is really interesting. The body itself needs a little bit more work in regards to anatomy. I know we're going for this like alien monster kind of vibe, but instead of feeling like an alien monster, it feels like we still need to learn a little bit more anatomy. So if I could recommend, I would recommend some of the anatomy courses that we have. Like the advanced character creation that I did. That one shows you a lot of. Oh, this is very cool. Oh, this black hole is amazing, guys. So yeah, I would probably recommend the character as for anatomy, so that you could improve on your character. I mean, this piece is ready. Don't go back and try to redo stuff. I think this piece is ready. I really like this clay render. I think it looks really nice. I'm not so sure about this one right here, mainly because of the like the image that we have on the back. It feels like a little bit pixelated. The black hole looks cool, but everything else looks a little bit pixelated. And then this thing looks really sharp, and it's not looking like it's out of focus. It just looks like it's not. It doesn't have the same quality. But it's a cool render nonetheless. Now, again, as I was mentioning, try to curate your portfolio. Don't include everything. Like, there will be some pieces that are not as good as others, and we usually know which ones those are. I can give you a recommendation here. For instance, this digital paint right here, you're showing a lot of 3D stuff. No need to show 2D stuff, not necessary. I like this cute guy, I would keep it. I like this girl right here, I would keep her. Some of this early works from you, I like the fact that you were able to complete the pipeline, so we can see textures and we can see like renders and stuff, but they don't have the same quality as some of the other ones right here. Like this guy's, that's fine, that's funny. I like that one. This one I like the composition as well. But yeah, like I feel like we're missing a little bit of the focal point. Like, for instance, this image right here, it has a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff, and not everything on this thing has the same level of quality. For instance, the vines, I'm pretty sure you were using the Vine plugin that is released or was released for Blender a couple of like last year or something, but it looks great, right? Like the vines look great, but then the models, like these stones right here, they look really, really weird. Like this glow right here looks really weird. The texture looks really low res. Same for the stairs. We are not really seeing the character. We don't have the focus on the character. I would definitely use some depth of field and play around with that. I would probably have a key light falling on top of her just to accentuate her element, her position. So yeah, I understand the story you're going for. I understand that you wanna have like a keyframe from a movie or something, but be careful about what you post, because it can be confusing to look at a portfolio that has a lot of stuff all over the place and you don't really know what the person is trying to focus on. Okay. But yeah, keep on learning. Again, anatomies, I think one of the things that you would really benefit from, and rendering, a little bit more rendering. I have the cinematic lighting course as well. It's for Maya, but a lot of the concepts can be translated to Arnold or Blender. Let's go now with Nathan Budden. Hello, Abraham. I discovered your channel the last few months and love your videos. I'm a 3D artist from Newfoundland, Canada. I come from a BFX trained background, but over the last 6 months, I've been focusing on models for games. Most of my work is realistic props weapons, but I'm currently working on more environment pieces as well. I'm also entering the creature contest. Nice. Let's take a look. Cool. Yeah, this is good, man. This is really good. See, I've seen this one before. I'm pretty sure there's a tutorial out there on how to do this radio, because I've seen a lot of these models from the radio. And you did well. Like it's a really nice. I think it's a little bit shiny on the specular side of things. I would have made it a little bit duller, but it's fine. The emissive looks great, and yeah, this is a really good one. Now the one thing, do we have a wireframe? We don't have a wireframe, but we do have a marmoset view. Cool. Okay, let's take a look at the wireframe here. Great. This is what I want to see. So look at this, guys. This is the kind of like a resolution that we want for our low polys. Really, really clean. No, we don't have more like points or anything where we don't need them, and we generate a very, very clean looking mesh. This is great. Right? Yeah, that's great, great, great. Cthulhu revolver. I've been wanting to do a Cthulhu stuff for a while now, but I haven't had time. Yeah, this looks nice. Simple but nice. Do we see? Yeah, we see the holes there. That's perfect. Oh, nice. You even thought about that. Ooh, that's great, man. That's great. Yeah, I love this. Is this a concept? Okay, this is the concept. So on the concept, one thing that I'm seeing on the concept that I'm not seeing in yours is there's a little bit more color variation. You can see some oranges, some purples, a little bit darker here, like more dirt and grime. And yours, you do have a little bit of that, but I would probably add more like surface detail on the handle. I think that's what we're missing. Like all of these things right here, I know it takes a long time to do, but all of these lines, all of these drills and stuff, if you can add them, your stuff is gonna look way, 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 way better. Like I can see that you kind of did right here, but on the handle, maybe you ran out of time or you were just tired about the concept. But yeah, be careful with that. Make sure to check also, see how this like tentacles go all the way to the front. Do we have those? No, see, we don't have those. So when you're copying a concept piece, there are certain things that are really like important to the whole thing to make it look like the concept. And that's one of this, like this details right here, and this tentacles like hugging the barrels up here. I also see double barrel here and only single barrel on yours. or like a support thing. So I would suggest to pay a little bit more attention or closer attention to the proportions and all of the elements from this thing right here. It's not a bad render, but it could be improved. Your character stuff is looking good. This anatomy is not bad. I would again recommend the advanced character course for anatomy, because there are a couple of things that are looking a little bit wonky. I do admire your rendering though. It makes it look way better. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that there are certain anatomy things that I would definitely change, but thanks to the render, you don't see them as much, which happens a lot in games, by the way. There's a lot of games that have really like bad models, but thanks to the way the light works and the effects and everything, you don't even notice. This is great as well. Just with like a Lewis gun. Nice. Yeah. I know you mentioned here in your portfolio that you want to do environment. So yeah, I think you're ready to go for environment. take this one out. I don't think you. Well, yeah, no, I would probably take this one out. It's a fun little dude, but it's not matching with the rest of the elements. Like all of this looks very realistic, and then this guy looks a little bit derpy. So I would probably take this one out. Share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. But not on your portfolio, maybe. Okay. So hope that helps, my friend, and I'm looking forward to seeing your creature submission in the next couple of weeks. Let's go with the Vender Zingum. Hey Abraham, hope you're doing well. I recently completed my graduation and I'm looking for a job as a 3D artist right now. I hope you can give me some guidance to improve my portfolio. Let's take a look. I think I do remember your stuff as well, because I remember this mask. So let's go over the stuff. It's not a lot of them. So this one, we need to work on the shaders and on the rendering, the presentation. The model is fine. It works. Like it's a simple model, but it works. I would probably do like a table and like have you seen like Iron Man Gauntlet, for instance? Like they sell this Lego Iron Man Gauntlet, and they don't present it just as is. Like maybe like a little base. Again, just improve the presentation. Remember that presentation, guys, is more than half of the whole thing. So probably just like modeling is very simple stand and a very nice like light setup, 3-point light setup. Improving the textures so that they shine a little bit more, because they're good. They're good textures, but I'm not seeing the metal of the textures. I'm not seeing the shininess of the object. If we can get that one's gonna be a really good piece. Same for the Wally. I think the Wally is looking fine. I think you're doing this render in Substance or something similar, because again, we're not seeing the metallic reflection. It's fine. We have cool textures. It can definitely work as a portfolio piece, but we need to improve the rendering. Okay, rendering is what I would recommend you to improve. I'm also seeing here that you are using Arnold. If you are using Arnold, I would definitely recommend checking the cinematic lighting course, because I go over a lot of really useful information about that one. This one, I think it's a simple prop, and I've mentioned this before. If you have something on your portfolio that someone could do in a day, which this would probably fall into that category, I would probably not have it, okay? Because it means that it's not something that took a lot of time, and it won't elevate your portfolio. Remember, again, your portfolio is like the hall of fame of your stuff. There's gonna be a lot of stuff you can share everywhere else. You can share on TikTok, you can share on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But on your portfolio, you should only have your best, like the best of the best. This is Sniper Scope, again, a really cool model. We need to improve the render. It looks very flat. It's a very, very flat render, and we're not really appreciating all the hard work you put into it, which is quite nice, by the way. I love this little barrel right here. This is great. The presentation is better. Like I can see the presentation improving. UBs are a little bit interesting. They're not bad, but they're a little bit interesting. I feel like we might be wasting a little bit more space than we might want, but it works. It works. And this hammer, I love this hammer. This is a really, really, really cool hammer. You are improving on the textures. Helpful on these things. Here you're using your metal edgeware instead of Substance, probably. And what I always tell you guys is make sure you mask out certain areas. You're not gonna have a uniform damage over every single edge. I have a couple of videos on the channel that you can check out on how to do this, but that's really gonna improve the whole thing. And the rendering here is improving. We don't have any background, but at least we can see the element like right there. From what I can see right here, again, if we take out the mask, you're gonna have 5 pieces. Improve these 3 with the renders, and then add 2 or 3 more so that it can look more complete. I will probably try to do something that's a little bit more organic. I can see here that you have this environment, and this environment looks really cool. We should see some of this stuff down here in your portfolio, like some close-ups of some of the different elements, so that we can appreciate more of the work. So yeah, there we go. That was the Vender, and we're now gonna go with Ankita Wakarma. One day I'm gonna have a conversation with one of you guys, and you guys are gonna show me how to pronounce all the names properly, because I feel so bad butchering the pronunciation. Hey Abraham, at Kit here. This is my recent project which I completed in my free time and from scratch. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Are you? Yes, I remember you, my friend. I remember your stuff. This is really good. You definitely improved on the face anatomy. This is great. The hair looks really nice as well. I'm gonna make a comment about the hair real quick, because it's the first thing I'm noticing. I'm noticing that all of the hair stops at the same point right here. There is a modifier, I believe you're using XGen. There is a modifier called the cut modifier. It's gonna cut the length of the hair randomly. I would strongly recommend that you use that one to remove this sort of like very artificial looking cuts on the hair. Not bad, man. Not bad. The rendering looks really good as well. It kind of looks like a sort of like photographic photographic effect. Nice. Yeah, the face is way better. I still feel like she's a little bit wide on the eyes section, but I can see your improvement here. This is great photos. Yeah, this is really good, man. Really good. I really don't have anything else to say. Maybe on the eyes, I've seen some people create very tiny lights and position them right in front of the eyes with a circular shape, so that we can see the little like reflection that we normally see on the eyes. I think that would be a good idea as well. But everything else looks really good, man. Congratulations. I think now what you could try to do is do a full body character. You've done several portraits already. Trying to do a full body character at this level would be amazing. If you can grab it from a concept, that would be even better, by the way. Manisha, let's go with Manisha. Hi, I'm Manisha from Hyderabad, India. I'm a 3D student. I want to know how is my portfolio and how I can improve it. And where should I try? I mean, gaming or film. By the way, I watch your videos and they're very inspiring, and I learn a lot from them. Thank you, my friend. I love recording videos for you guys. Nice. Cool. Okay. Good. We got a little bit of everything. Again, common advice is don't upload everything. Like if there are certain things that you're like, I don't know, this feels a little bit like not that good. That's where you, as an artist, you need to be self-conscious and be like, okay, maybe I need to wait for this particular piece. So I really like this octopus arm. I'm not sure if you follow, there was a Blender tutorial a couple of months ago, or when the movie came out. Kind of feel like that is what we did here. But you did a great render. Like I really like this render. It looks like a really nice and clean render. So this piece, it's a simple piece. So be careful with simple pieces, because simple pieces can be done quickly, and that means that you're not really offering anything like interesting. I really like this one. I just released yesterday. We released this rendering jewelry thing, and you follow. Even though I know you didn't see the video when you did this, you follow the principle, which is keep it simple. Just keep it simple, make it look nice, and you're gonna get a really nice result. I really like this render right here. As for the models themselves, I think this cycle model is really good. I think the textures are a little bit overdone. So one thing that you can do, and I've seen a lot of people do this, and it's a really good thing for portfolios, is you can have this really rusty model and then do the same model but with clean textures. That way you don't have to do double the work. You just did the model once, and you have two different portfolio pieces, a super new one and a super dirty one. And that way people can see that you know how to modify existing. Oh wait, sorry, while I was saying that, I just noticed that you do have it right here. There we go. Yeah, so the model and the textures on this one look a little bit better, I think, and I do like the rusted one, to be honest, but I think the presentation still needs to have a little bit more work. So again, when you are looking at like a motorcycle render, you're gonna see the renders are really like this, right? Like just like a little bit of a concrete, a sidewalk, something like that. Some more colors, a different composition. That's the stuff that you want to go for, because otherwise it looks just like an object, right? And we want things to be really special. Same for the spaceships right here. I feel like they're the same spaceships. It's a nice spaceship. It has basic stuff. Careful here with the samples. There's a lot of noise on your image. If you're using Maya and Arnold, make sure to use the denoiser so that you can get rid of all of those like flaky thingies, because it makes the render look dirty. Yeah, the shapes are relatively simple. They're relatively square and low poly shapes. So if you're gonna have low poly shapes, careful here with the textures as well. I'm not sure if you're exporting the textures at a low resolution, but if you're doing this in Substance, you can definitely export the textures at a really high resolution, like 4K or even 8K, and get a better result, because this looks way too pixelated. I like the model, and I actually like the render on this one, but the textures are killing it. So careful there. The sword, same thing. Like, it's a simple model. I'm not seeing a lot of complexity on the modeling. I would probably recommend the hard surface modeling course that I did as well, so that you can create some more complex stuff. And again, careful with the samples. We definitely need to use the denoiser to clean up all of the samples, because otherwise the images are going to look a little bit dirty. The wireframe and everything, that's fine, but we need to clean up our renders, okay, my friend? So what would I recommend, games or film? Right now, from what I'm seeing here, you seem to be going a little bit more towards games due to the way that you're managing the geometry levels and the type of like a boxy modeling, which tends to go a little bit more towards games. But you could also like evolve or move towards a film by increasing the poly count and increasing the resolution and the renders, okay? So yeah, that's it. Good luck on your journey, my friend, and I'm hoping to see more of your stuff in the next couple of months. So we got Mart. Are you from Germany? Because that would be Mert, right? Louis Guchue. That's going to be really difficult for me to pronounce. Sorry. Hi, I'm about to graduate next month from 3D vocational school and would like some feedback on my portfolio. We're just starting to get into the portfolio stuff where we're improving, but it would be great to hear what to develop and where, and to do a showreel based on them someday. I'm aware that I also need to add a wireframe used to every model. Okay, so that's good that you already know some of the stuff that you need to add. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, same deal. Like, there are a couple of things here that are a little bit too simple, so I would either like compress them into a single scene or modify them. But this is good, man. You're going for a lot of hard surface modeling stuff. I'm not seeing characters, so I'm seeing a lot of props. This is great. Did you do all of this? Nice. Nice. Yeah, this is great. You're using the IV generator as well, right? Yeah, probably a little bit more light so that we can appreciate things a little bit better, but the composition is great. Like, all of this modeling is amazing. Estonia. You're from Estonia. Interesting. This is great. I really like this. Like, again, as you mentioned, we need to see the wireframe because we need to see how dense it is. I think you're using a plugin here. I don't think it's working as well. It looks like a work in progress. I would probably take this one out. Okay, this is definitely for filmed to the way the intensity of the density of the elements. This is definitely for film or commercial. It looks really good. Yeah, I like this one. I would probably do a little bit more work on the textures, because for it to be covered by snow and have no scratches, no variance on the textures and stuff, you would expect to see some, like, maybe some rust, some dirt, some grime, stuff like that. But yeah, these are good, man. This is the one that I was like, maybe. Okay, so see, you have a collection of chairs. You have 1, 2. Okay, have a single render with both chairs, do a small desk, and then there you go. You have a small office scene that looks way better than just a chair. Same for this ones. Like, the shoes, they're okay, but they're not great. So you have stuff that looks better. I would probably take those out. You probably want to take this thing out as well and just add one of your pictures. I would probably use the cyberpunk, to be honest. But yeah, you have really cool stuff. I really like this guy right here. This looks really freaking good. I love this one. Yeah, this is great, man. Oh, you did all of this for like volumes and stuff? Wow, that's that's very inventive. Cool. Yeah, this is a great like wasp model. So, Harry Lane. Texture this one. The model is fine. You just need to texture it. Probably give more light to this one. It's a little bit dark on this one. I would probably use a different, because it looks too blue, right? And it removes, like, we can't really appreciate all of the details. It's a good model, but I would probably combine like the military stuff, like this guy, and this guy into a single block, so that when people look at the helmet, for instance, they're like, oh cool, there's a helmet, and then there's, oh cool, there's a uniform, oh cool, there's a little like lens, and they can see more of your stuff. Careful here, I'm seeing some like weird pinches in the topology. That's an handgun. That's again like a weird pinch right there. These are booleans. Booleans are usually a no-no, by the way. I know booleans in flat surfaces are not that bad of a deal, or they're not gonna cause like a lot of issues. But if you want to be super clean about your stuff, you definitely want to clean all of this up, stitching everything to a corner probably. Yeah, that's why booleans are so tricky. So yeah, careful with those. But yeah, you're in a good spot, man. Keep going, and I'm sure you're gonna be able to get to your goal. So we're gonna do 3 more, guys. We're gonna do Rakesh and 2 more. So let's go with Rakesh. It says, hello sir, hope you're doing great. My name is Rakesh Kanu, and I've been in this industry as texturing artist in my prior job. Now I'm learning ZBrush, and I'm learning from your one of the courses, Advanced ZBrush Character Creation, and I'm learning from the course a lot, and I love your way of explanation. This are some of our work that I need suggestions. Almost all molds were done in Maya and Texture in Substance Painter. I have included one folder called Fishy Ally, and this one I've reached so far, and I would like some suggestion from your end. I guess I'm confused with stylized and realistic art. I know the difference, but when it comes to show practicality, I fail to understand or what to achieve. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, okay. So this is the for the competition. Okay. I'll take a look at that one, but I'll explain what I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna cheat. Yeah, that's a nice render, nice textures, slow polish, but that's fine. Yeah, it's great. Let's go for this gun. That's the concept. Ooh, nice model. Nice model. I think we missed some of the colors. Like, this is way too bright, and you went for a darker tone, which can be fine. I love the bakes. Everything looks really clean. Yeah, this is great. It's a great piece. Cute robot. Okay, yeah, Matt Dixon. Matt Dixon is it's a huge inspiration as well. He's got a lot of stuff. I think the metals are a little bit too shiny. He usually goes for the very dull and like oxidized like metals. So I think the render could improve, but the model is fine. The model is totally fine. We have a bug right here. Hey, nice. Okay, this one I'll probably not adding to my portfolio. It still needs a little bit more work. It looks a little bit cartoonish, and it's too noisy. I think like the bump that we have everywhere is a little bit too noisy. Car. Oh, cars are always tricky. That's a nice render. Careful with the floor. You can see it's intersecting the wheel. Make sure to move the wheel up a little bit or something. But the car is good. I would probably like try a different render as well, because the paint looks a little bit too saturated. Makes it look a little bit fake. But the model looks fine. We definitely need some wireframes as well. Okay. It's a little bit dirty. I think this is not ideal for portfolio, because there's the texture is too noisy. The model is like all crunched up and stuff. I understand what you were going for, but I think we're not really nailing it for this one right here. Nowadays, this sort of stuff, they're doing it with photogrammetry, like what I showed you with the barrel a couple of days ago. That's the kind of stuff people are doing. So I'm gonna open your little guy, but I'm gonna open it off screen, because I don't want to. Okay. So you're gonna have to trust me on this one. I'm looking at the screenshot. So I love the proportions. I do think he looks a little bit scary. Okay, he's going into this scary sort of creature thing and not as whimsical. So if we want to go for magical, we can go for like magical, for instance, fish concept, and we can go for this sort of like older, wise, fish. I'm not sure if you remember, but in Avatar, The Last Airbender, there was this scene where like the turtle and like the koi fishes and stuff. So we can go with something, for instance, like this. Look at this whale or this guy right here. See how it looks serious. It looks magical, but it doesn't look scary. And if we add this sort of like light patterns and stuff, we can make him look a little bit more, again, interesting. Because right now yours looks a little bit scary. It's going into the like an enemy. It looks more like an enemy. But yeah, I think you're nailing it. The big head and the smallish torso, the long tail. Those are things that are gonna help you with the overall composition. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Cool. Let's go now with Sohail Siddiq. Second to last. Hi Abraham, I'm Sohail from Karachi, Pakistan, and I know you're doing well. I've been watching your videos for a long time and it motivates. I hope you're doing well. I am, thank you. I hope you're doing well as well, by the way. Watching your videos for a long time and it motivates me to do more work. I'm an aspiring 3D artist and I completed my degree in visual effects and concept design last year, and I still am looking for a job. I got so many job rejection and I feel there is two reasons. They rejected me. My portfolio is not enough and I have less experience in this field. So I decided to upgrade my skills, but I need someone to review my work and highlight my mistakes. Okay, let's take a look. Cool. Okay, so first advice. I am seeing some tutorial things like the donut from Blender Guru. Usually that kind of stuff, I mean, it's fun to have, but it's not your best work, right? It's just a tutorial that you follow, so it's not gonna show what you want to do. I'm seeing a lot of things here. Like I'm seeing characters, I'm seeing props, and I'm seeing environments. So my first advice would be to focus on one specific thing. Like, be very honest with yourself and be like, this is what I want to do. I want to do, let's say, characters, or I want to do props, or I want to do environments. And depending on what you want to do, you focus on that. I think this beer bar right here is probably one of your best pieces. It looks really nice. I like the composition, the construction, the renders are fine, but it does look a little bit simple. Like we don't have any like complex things. Like probably the most complex model here is the cash register, right? Have you seen those espresso coffee machines that they have in like Starbucks and stuff? Well, you could model one of those, or maybe one of those like beer taps, like these things, okay? Because one of the things that people look at a portfolio, like if you were submitting your portfolio for my studio, for instance, I would be like, okay, how complex can he go? Like, what's the level of complexity that he can achieve? And right now, in regards to environment and hard surface modeling, I'm seeing very, I don't want to say basic, but very simple models. Okay, I'm not seeing a lot of complexity on the models. So imagine I have a job right here, and there's a factory, and they're producing like this machine right here. Do you feel comfortable doing this machine? Like, would you be able to do this machine if I asked you to do it? Because if that's the case, then you need to show it to me on your portfolio. I need to see that you know all of the intricate details and abilities that you need to create a hard surface model like this. Actually, this is a great like exercise, to be honest. Like, this could be a very nice portfolio piece. Imagine this like small little tap pressurized home brewing craft beer dispenser with the beer and like just a small table. It could be in the same like VAR scene. Like, try to model this one. I think this would be a nice one if you want to do environments. If you want to do characters on the other side, I can see that you have a good understanding of proportions and anatomy. Like, you know where things should go and the kind of muscles that you're expecting, but we still need to polish, right? Like, it's still not there. I can see, again, some muscle and anatomy things that we need to fix. This, I'm not sure if it's poly paint only or if you're using some sort of like substance painter. It says here there is substance painter. So I know that you understand the process, but we need to polish the details, okay? And it's this tricky part when you're a student where you know the tools, but when you execute the tools, you're not getting the result that you want. And the only way to go over that bump is to practice. I can definitely see this one looking way better compositionally wise. Looks a little bit better. Well, not a little bit, quite a bit better. But still, the models are relatively simple. So I would recommend you go and try a more complex model, okay? Because a lot of people can do simple models. So if you want to differentiate yourself from everyone else, you need to do more complex models. Now, about the experience thing, because it's an important one. If you are not landing a job, it's of course not ideal, but that doesn't mean that you can't get experience. So what could you do? You could start your own small independent business of I create 3D models for 3D printing. And you just start a Gumroad page or a manufacturing page or just in Thingiverse, and just as long as you are uploading things regularly and you see your improvement and you treat that as a job, you might not make any money, but that is experience. That is time that you're investing into something. I know it's not the kind of experience that a lot of students might be working or looking for, but if I get 2 curriculums, right, like two portfolios, one of them says I have no experience and the other one says I have no experience, but I started doing my own stuff, this is it, I'm gonna give this guy a little bit more value because it shows me that he's trying something, right? Like he might not have experience at the studio, but he's at least trying something. He's not just like, well, I don't have anything, I'm just gonna remain at my home and just keep doing 3D. If it shows that he knows or it's trying to learn the business side of things, that is a huge plus for a portfolio and for a candidate. Okay, so work on having more complex models and improving the renders as well. I think that would be really good. We do have the hard surface modeling course, and right now, again, with the discount, it should be fairly affordable. And we do a camera, we do a GameCube controller, we do a toaster, and those are like more complex modelings that you can learn from. So yeah, let's go now. This is going to be the final one for today. Salihin Payas. There we go. And let's take a look. Hello, my name is Salihin Payas and I'm from Bangladesh. I do follow your works and they look amazing. I love doing weapons and procedural textures. Please do review my portfolio so that I can improve in the future. You are welcome. Of course, I'm going to review your stuff. Let's take a look. Okay, first thing I'm seeing, it's a lot, which is fine, again, sometimes, but we need to curate our stuff. We don't need everything. So just out of the gate, I would probably take the spider out, or probably take this light study out. If it's a study or if it's works in progress, you usually don't want things to be here. I do like that you're going for this sort of like material looks and material studies. I would probably try to create, again, to keep your portfolio like a little bit more neatly organized. For instance, you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different brick like material studies from Substance Designer. You could create one entry, create a grid of 4 materials and be like brick studies, and inside of those you show the 6 ones. Okay, same for these materials right here. Like if you are doing this sort of stuff, just combine them, because otherwise it kind of feels like you're just filling the portfolio for the sake of filling it without really putting a lot of thought into it, which I know you are putting a thought, but this is just what I meant. This is great, by the way. I would love to have this one. The scene generator. Some of these guys are really good. So again, if they're distinct enough, I do think you can have them as separate elements, like these 2 guys right here. But if they're really close together, like all of these bricks, having them in a single one would be a little bit better. Again, careful with this things. They look unfinished, so I would probably not include them on my portfolio. This guy is fine, and these rocks are really good, man. We're working on a project right now where we're doing a lot of this stuff, and this is really, really good. So yeah, it seems to me that you have a really good understanding of Substance Designer and Substance Painter. So I would probably advise you to go in that direction, because there's not a lot of people that do it. Not a lot of people like the complexity that you have to play with or around with Substance Designer. This is a really nice model as well, by the way. I like it. Yeah. So I would just try. I like the way that you're dividing things here, but again, when you would look at the all, and people usually look at this one, you're gonna see all of this, and it could be a little bit overwhelming. So if the pieces are not finished, like this guy's right here, like this hammer, you have 2 entries, just have 1. You know, like try to simplify your portfolio, and that's gonna make it look way cleaner. Try not to add the mecha, or the works in progress. Just finish the stuff and then you upload it, because otherwise it looks weird. You can have this works in progress inside of the post itself, but not just by itself. And yeah, this is cool, man. I like it. And don't use this again, like the practices. I don't think that's a good idea. This school I really like. Looks like an album cover. I need to learn this. I haven't really gotten into learning all of these things, like procedurally generated stuff. Looks really good, man. I like this one. I'm not sure if you were following a tutorial, which in that case I would probably suggest against having it, but to be honest, it's cool. So yeah, that's it, my friend. And that's it, my friends, everyone. We're gonna stop right here. Let me tell you where we stopped. So we stopped at Salihin. As you can see, we still have quite a way to go. All of this, guys, right here. And again, if you're watching this video on Friday, you still have a chance to submit, because I'm gonna be recording on Friday, and you might be able to get your stuff in here. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. If you like the series, if you like the channel, make sure to check the promo, this discount that we have. It's gonna end tomorrow, Saturday the 11th. That's the final day of the whole thing. So if you want to get any of the courses, make sure to get them before that date so that you don't miss out on the special promo. Also, any like, any share, any comment, all of those are always appreciated. It helps grow the channel, and it helps us, or it allows us to keep doing this, which I'm sure everyone likes. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you back tomorrow with more portfolio reviews. Bye bye.